Hello everyone, very good evening and welcome back to the stream. We are back again after a couple of days break. Even though I am late today, I will be playing a few games because I fell asleep. I would have started like an hour ago or something, or even a couple of hours ago, but not to be. Let's start and see how it goes. We have the white pieces to begin with, and we will play e4. The opponent is 1392. Opponent plays Karokan. He should be playing d5 because that's the main move of Karakan. Of course, we will be taking here and pushing this pawn. Now I will bring this knight out, or I can bring this bishop out. Oh, okay, maybe I will bring this bishop out with a check, or I can bring this bishop out here also. Yeah, maybe I'll bring this bishop out so that we get ready to castle. I'll pin this knight. And now I'll castle. I can bring this knight out here, but then I cannot push this to protect this pawn. I can bring this knight out here to protect this, but this becomes unprotected as this gets blocked. But yeah, maybe I'll develop because I should as quickly as I can. He kind of attacks this pawn, so I can push this pawn, open up our queen. Now I can play this move, but this attack is never there, so I can move this to make this battery and bring this rook out here later. So yeah, I'll be playing this move, which kind of protects this bishop also, and see what he does. Okay, now I can take here, but he takes, so that doesn't do much, and it is also protected. So I can fall back here, fall back here, but he can try to kick me. I can come back here also. I can come back here also. Both like look like the way. If he pushes, I take. He takes, I take. That's never there. So this looks better square for the bishop, I guess. Okay, I think he wants to bring the rook out. So I will also bring the rook out here maybe. If he wants to bring the rook out, exploit this pinned pawn. So if he brings this rook out, I can push this pawn so that he cannot bring this knight over here, right? First we bring this rook out. That's fine. I'll push this. And now I can bring this rook out also, bringing it on an open file and also making some room for our knight. But the problem is this knight has absolutely nowhere to go. I don't have these stakes because of the stakes. And he pushes, I take, he takes, I take, he takes, and I don't have it. If I push, he takes, I take, and that looks pretty decent. So I'll have to be pushing here, right? Oh, sorry, what am I even thinking? I can take this. Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough. Now I can push it. If I take, he takes. That's never there. Pushes, pushes, takes, pushes, takes, pushes, takes, 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 pushes, takes, 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 takes. But then he will be in problem. I think I will push this pawn for now. I don't think if there is any better way to play it. That rook miss was terrible. That rook miss was terrible. I lost. I missed it for a move. So I'll be taking this way. Okay, he protects this twice and can be bringing his bishop rook out, but I can play this to threaten this and then bring this knight here. Looks pretty decent. And this light square bishop is also more annoying than a knight. So I'd be taking this down, at least trying to take this down. And now we have this knight forward also. So our pieces will be more active as compared to his. Yeah, that's great because now this rook is pretty much stuck. This rook is pretty much stuck. This is defended twice, but that should be no issues. And what should I play here? This check is never there. This knight out can be played, but the problem is This knight will be somewhat trapped here. He cannot move it here, but he can move it here. We cannot move it here. If he moves it here, then we can move it here. Then also we may be maybe ending up in some trouble. This takes is this or this way. If I take this, if it takes this way, I can have this, but he can go back. That's never there. This knight here. Looks decent, but this knight is protected though, but can be threatened by this pawn. There is no way to attack this pawn. Push, takes. Yeah. I think I'll be playing this knight here just for the sake of pushing my pieces, putting my pieces on a forward square. Okay. He prepares to bring the rook out. Anyway. Now I can sack this here. If it takes, then I go here and fork this and this. But then I end up giving 6 point of materials for a 2 knights for a rook actually. I can come here to threaten this bishop, and he will have to go back. And our queen will also be open. But is that the solution is the question. It looks like problematic because our queen will be too far away from the king. Rook here can also be a thing. But then he plays rook here and takes this. This is never there. I need to dislodge this knight somehow. How can I dislodge this knight without giving up material is the question. Maybe I'll be playing queen here. To create some threat on this bishop. Let us see. I have lost a lot of time though. I need to be quick. He's playing quick, but the quality of the moves are a little questionable, so I think it is playing out in our advantage. Yeah, that's good. Now if I take, he takes. It is never there. Now I can double attack this knight. And if I manage to dislodge it, I'll have this pawn. If he brings it here, I'll simply take the knight. Let's see. Let's see if we can do that. Looks like I am taking a little bit of risk, but I think I should be good there. Yeah, and now we have this pawn for free, right? Now we have this pawn for free, but he takes, I take. Okay, I can take with this knight though. Yeah, I have this pawn for free. Uh, Okay, if I take, he takes, I take, then he takes, then I go in and I am winning the trade. If I go here, this takes is there. If I take here, he takes, I take, he takes. I think I take here actually, right? Yeah, I'll take here. Now I can take here or I can come back, but I'll take here. I'll take this bishop down. Now this pawn is under attack, but the problem is I can protect it with this rook, or I can go in here. He will be forced to exchange queens, and I'll end up with a rook, with a couple of rooks against a rook, a bishop, and a knight. I would definitely be moving here. There will be a check. I can come here, but he can attack me this way also. I can go here, but he takes. I take. If I go here, he takes. I take. I take. If I come here, he comes here. If I come here, he comes here. I go here. Takes, I take. And he takes. Should I play this? Is the question. I feel like I can play this. If he comes here, I go here. It takes this. And there will be a problem actually. If I go here, he takes, I take. Then he can advance his knight. Yeah, maybe I'll go here. I'll take this. We check him. If I check him here, he comes here. Then I check him here. I check him here. If I check him here, he has an escape actually. Maybe king out, or maybe this pawn push, so that this knight cannot move around. Yeah, maybe I'll push this pawn. Yeah, I should have tried to protect the pawn. I can take this pawn, right? For this pawn. I'll give him this check first. Then this check. And this rook is gone. Yeah, resignation is the way here. So yeah, I kind of managed to pull a sequence there. 1v1, sure, send your ID in the chat. We played at a game rating of unrated, bro. Send me unrated, Arti. Arti Verma, send me unrated, please. I didn't see your name as Arti. Or Arit, yeah, Arit Verma. What am I even saying? Send me an unrated challenge. Let me review it. I played all the nice moves. Unrated challenge. Let me send you an unrated challenge. Maybe you are playing with a phone, and that is why you are not able to find the unrated option. Send me an unrated challenge, I am saying. Or send me friend request. I will be sending you an unrated challenge. Yeah, Arit. I will be sending you a challenge in a second. Just give me a second. Yeah, this is what you want. That I is actually an L, right? I am sending you a challenge. Maybe we'll be playing a 10-minute unrated game. So yeah, accept and join in. We have the white pieces. That must not be your I mean, rating, right? I can push it, right? If it takes. I'll have to take this one. Ouch. Bishop here. Okay. From here. Knight out. Push takes. That's over there. नाइट इधर जाएगा. अनपिन कर देते हैं. नहीं, बट ये तो अंडर अटैक है ना. इससे भी प्रोटेक्ट नहीं कर सकते. रुक, इधर आया. ओके, क्वीन अप में भी. क्वीन अप कर सकते हैं. फिर रुक को निकाल लेंगे. I can push this. And bring the rook on the open file. I can go queen here to protect this, But it can be kicked or something. Or should I keep it here? He pushes, like, push, takes is always there. Should I go queen here? Or will it be too much? I think it will be too much. Coming back here makes better sense. Yeah, I'll further come back. I need to bring the rook back a knight here. Yeah, knight here maybe. Because the fight has shifted towards the center. And our king will also be safer. Sorry about that. Takes is never there. Challenging this knight will be an exchange. I can unpin first. If I unpin, then he pushes, takes. Yeah, I have it still. I can challenge this knight to get rid of it. Take the bishop back here. Maybe later. Push takes. I'm winning the exchange actually. I think you cannot. I'll go here. I'll go here. Okay, you can take this pawn actually. I'll take this rook. I'll take this pawn. I cannot go here, but I can take this pawn, right? Or I can take this pawn. I think I'll be taking this pawn. I'm losing time. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm losing under time pressure. That's the saddest. That's okay. Bro, how am I losing? How am I losing on time? That's the saddest. Oh, that was not even protected. I thought that was protected. Yeah. Yeah. 10 minute is bad, man. 10-minute stuff is bad. I'll not be playing 10-minute games anymore. I am kind of so much fitted into that 15-10 thing. The 10-minute feels too less. Yeah, 76% accuracy by us. I could have played quicker, maybe, but playing quicker is bad for us. GG's, bro, nice game. Congratulations on your win. We will be moving towards 15-10. Scandinavian, I don't play Scandinavian. I play Karokan. I play Rui Lopez and Italian. I play Ratty, and this Ratty stuff is complicated. Ratty, very ratty. What is the move here now? Night Out? Bishop out? Push takes. Maybe pin this knight also. Come here, come here. Can be played. Oh, this is a 15-10, so I know I don't need to be in a hurry. I should be I should be calm and slow. Okay, he unpins. So now I can bring this knight here. Protect bishop, maybe. Looks like it takes to me. Looks like it takes. This is also a takes, I guess. That's decent enough. Now I think knight here can be played. And play here and go for a queen exchange, but it will be an absolute equal. king. If I go here, he can take with this, and it will be an end game of knight versus bishop. Yeah, I'll be castling maybe. Now I can force this dark squared bishop exchange. This game looks too simple, so you need to be precise in the end game maybe. Okay, I'll try take this bishop actually. And this knight also. That's the simplest. Maybe it's a draw. No. And simply protect it, right? Push. Come here. The push will be takes is never there. Push. Looks pretty clean till now. I have decent bit of time, so I should be good in the end game. Okay. If I push this, it takes, I take. It takes, I take. He takes this. If I take, he simply takes back. Takes. So I can come back here now. I think I can come back here now since there is no attack. This is also not there. So I should be coming back, protecting this pawn, strengthening this diagonal. Everything looks fine. He doesn't have a light squared bishop. The only thing he has to do, if he wants to do some shenanigans, is with the queen. I can come here. If I take this way, he takes, I take, he takes. So I'll not take this way. I take this way. Now if I push, it takes. I take with this. Attack this. Hmm. Now I can actually come here, and there is no good checks. Okay, now I can come here, I guess. Offer some queen trades. Let's see. Okay, he is not interested in taking this. If I take, he takes. I cannot take it. A pawn chain is important. I can push this to prevent this push. He can double triple, but I don't think if he has it. So I can push this pawn to stop this pawn. He can come here or can come here somewhere. But still we can do something. B6 takes and double attack on this pawn. But then this gets weak. This gets weak. But it is a move. But if he pushes, I take. Yeah, it's a free pawn. So b6 looks good because these pawns are pretty advanced. And neutralizing them will be better for us because in the end game they can be ending up with promotion and cooking us. These pawns need to be neutralized. Yeah, I'll be taking with the rook. If I go here, he takes, I take, he takes, then I cannot take it actually. If I take, it has double. If I go here, okay, I can go here to protect this so that I can double and attack this way. Or I can push this pawn to attack this pawn, but I should not be worried about it too much, I guess. Queen here looks pretty decent. This pawn push never there. Push takes is never there. This will be harmful. I think I'll be going here. Let's see. Next move, I am thinking of lifting the king up. Okay, he has doubled. Now if I take, he has the whole army on it. Now I think it is time to push these pawns. If he pushes, I take. He takes, I take. He takes, I cannot take. Okay, I can lift this rook up here because if he pushes, I take, he takes. I cannot take because of this rook is unprotected completely, right? And if I lift this rook up, I am up from this 8th rank, and this rook is protected by this queen also looking at this pawn. So should be no issue. That looks decent actually. Let's see. This rook is a little bit problematic, but I don't think it will be the end of the world. Let's see. Hmm. If he pushes this, I can take. Then if he takes, I can take. Then if he takes, I can take. And the threat on the pawn, so he will not be actually giving me a free rook, obviously. No point calculating that line. And I must wait and see what he plays. Our king is also more active than his. We can do the king's pawn push business. Yeah, I saw this move actually because he is attacking this. To prevent it, I think I need to push this pawn. Otherwise, we may end up being in a little bit of trouble. He may go in here, come here and attack us, but we can lift our king protected this way. I think this pawn move is a good one. It pushes our pawn a little bit. We are able to move forward with all our pieces, and and we also protect everything. Okay, now I think I can push this because he doesn't have these takes. If he pushes, I can push this, take this way, or I can take this way. I can take this way also. Takes is never there. Takes, 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 takes. Yeah, I think I have this takes, right? If I take, he takes, I take, he takes, and it's checkmate actually. So I think I'll take it. Then I'll take it. Okay, that's equal material. Now if I bring the rook out, hmm, this check is never there. I can come here. I can come here to offer a queen trade. If I go here, he will have a check and whatnot. So I think I'll be coming here. I can come here, right? To protect this pawn. That pawn is always protected. Okay, then I push this pawn. He pushes a take, he pushes a take, he pushes. I push this pawn. You can come out, come up, come out here. So I push this pawn. Dark squares will be weak. I push this pawn. Can push this pawn. Okay, I can push it. Okay, I can push it. If it takes, I can take it. Yeah, I think I can push it to cut his king off. Let's see. Yeah, I'll take here. Final boss is here. How do we plan on activating your king? I love your end games, but I don't get sometimes. It's like magic. Ignore Vice Sanjay Chauhan. No RCB match. What should be bad in this boring day? I am just focused on the game. Actually, I saw the chat, but did not feel like reading it. I don't generally ignore. I try to respond to every. He's trying to push, takes, push, takes. I can push this to connect these pawns. Activating my king will be tough. Just kidding, go on your game. Yeah, you could move your rook now. Yes, I can, but I am waiting for this pawn push so that I can check him and get some candy. Get some candy is my idea. I can come here, but he can come here. Then if I go here, he goes here. Then I can activate my king, right? I can threaten the rook now, but he can go here, threaten this pawn. That looks problematic. Push, but he takes. If I go here, he goes here. I push, he takes, I take, he takes. This move looks pretty dangerous. If I come here, he comes here. Okay, let's see. Let's play this rook here maybe. If he goes here, I go here. But then again, he can come here. I need to come here. Yeah, rook here can be played actually. Still, he can play this and this, man. Yeah, push will be takes. This will be falling, this falling. If I activate my king, this falls. If I come here, he can play this and end up winning this pawn, which will be problematic. So I need to give up a pawn here for activity. Yeah, let him take that. He can come here to take that pawn. So I can go here actually now. But he can check me here. But that's not giving him anything. So I'll go here. It's all about equal. His extra material doesn't really do anything. Yeah. That's why I chose to activate my king rather than trying to save that pawn, because I have two different pawn islands and he has a good pawn chain. So in that case, activity matters for me, I guess. And the game should be drawish. Okay, he's trying to push this pawn. He's trying to push this pawn, but I am not gonna take it. I am not gonna take it. I would rather activate my king a little bit more. If I go here, is it better? Or should I keep it in front of these pawns? Because this is the pawn which will have the most potential to push for promotion. So I can go here actually, I guess. I have offered him a draw once, but he did not accept it. But that was at the point when there was a queen on the board. I would obviously not take that. But the problem is, what move do I have? I have this move. I have this move. To attack this pawn. What will you do after f3? I'll play this rook here. Because if it takes, I'll take this way. And push my king. So that I can keep his king cut off. And try to take this pawn somehow. I can go here. You can go in here. But that doesn't look good enough. I think maybe I can go in here. Now he doesn't have this push. I have this push because this falls. All I need to do is keep my king in front of this pawn, and I should be good. This will put him in a zugzwang-ish position. I am live. I am Germany. It's so funny to me that people from other countries also say zugzwang. Is this 15? Yeah, it is 1510, but okay. What is his plan? Maybe he's trying to get to this pawn. I have this check though. I can go here. Okay, I can check him. I can take this pawn. I can check him. I cannot take this. I can check him again. Or I go king here. I can go here. Da, 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 da. Let's go. We managed to pull this game through. Let's go. That was a crazy game though. He declined a draw in the middle. Okay, we played with a game rating of 2200. Even if we fumbled bad. No, we didn't fumble bad. He blundered away the game. Okay, not to be. Yeah. Okay, okay. He pulled it to a draw, but he could not find the draw actually. Yeah, obviously this is checkmate and you cannot stop it. And even if he tries something, this pawn is dead. And this pawn is also dead. And I'll somehow find a checkmate. Two pawns is just too crazy. And it is only because of our king was very active. So we are back at 1407, which was our highest rating before also. We touched 1407. So just give me a sec, then I will be starting the next game. Let's start. Push. Knight out. What? Push takes. Push. What has happened? I don't even know. I think he has left. Let's go. Free low for us. E4. Push the knight out. Exchange variation is the way. Push the pawn. Pin the knight. Castle. Bishop out. Or knight out maybe. Knight out. Knight out. Say no pinning. Or I can go bishop out here. Or here maybe. Or here also. Okay, maybe bishop here. Add some protection to this pawn. Or I can go here. You can kick me. Come back. Push this pawn maybe. Rook out. Bishop out here can be played. Bishop here can be played. Maybe bishop here. all the way back home. No fuss. ब्रदर यू कैन प्ले। भाई एक गेम मेरे साथ खेल सकते हो क्या? बिल्कुल खेल सकते हो ब्रो, व्हाई नॉट। ये ऑटो ट्रांसलेशन अच्छा है या बुरा मुझे समझ नहीं आता है। Decent enough. But I also have this push, right? Night will be a little weak, but should not be the end of the world. Or knight here. Takes. I think this knight doesn't look good. This pawn push, maybe. Or queen d2. I'll push this pawn. I'll push this pawn. Okay, that's a decent move, I must say. But if I go here, he takes, I can take it. Then he has this takes. Oh, then he has this check. Or I can fall back and get rid of this for this. But this doesn't do much actually. Or I can sit over here, but he can push. This is never there. This doesn't look good enough. Knight here. He takes. I take. It doesn't do much. This here, he pushes. Then what? This here looks decent, but he will be able to build up on the king side. I'll be going here and take this way, I guess. Because I don't want to move my pieces away from my king. And whatever pieces are coming towards my king, I would like to get rid of them. This will immobilize my bishop a little bit for sure. But this will be better in the long run, maybe. I guess. And he doesn't have any kind of rook and stuff on this file. Going here looks bad. Yeah, I'll be playing here. Let's see. I'll take towards the center. That's decent. Maybe I can play this. Oh, yeah, maybe I can play this to protect this. This is never there. I think Queen D2 looks decent. Decent move here. Why not Bishop D3? Because Bishop is there protecting the light squares of the king. Once I get rid of the dark squared bishop, our king will be far safer. That looks like a free pawn to me. Because if it takes, we have this takes. And this knight also gets a little active actually. So I have this free pawn. If it takes, I can take with the queen. E5 takes, takes. If I take this, he takes, I take, he takes, I take. Or if I take, he takes, I take. And knight takes e5 actually threatens this. So he will be forced to take. I have this at any point of time, right? I don't need to be worried about that. But if he plays the okay, I think we should be good here. He doesn't have these takes. Looks the same, but yeah, he might push the pawn instead of taking, and that will be problematic. Now I'll have to take this light squared bishop. And be safe. Yeah, I don't know if the decision was right, but here I think this looks good. No, but this falls. But then this falls. This doesn't give us much. Did I play into his trap or something? It loses a pawn? I don't know, man. Okay, he adds some more protection to this pawn. So his if he takes, I cannot take because he will take this way. And for that, I need to move this to threaten this, or I can double up here on the center. Both are both options I have, but the problem is it takes here, I take here. I think this is a good chance to bring our rook in the center, and I should take it. Because this pawn, this move doesn't look that great. I have this move, but that also doesn't look good enough. I'll be playing this move here. Let's see. I don't think if that move does much because I can push this pawn. Or if I play this move, it will be a blunder. I feel like I should push it to open up a little bit of space for our king also, and then I'll have space to play something. So I'll be moving this pawn forward to block it, right? Let's see. On knight f6 discovered attack. Why would he sacrifice here, man? Why would he sacrifice here? Okay. But I still don't believe in it. If I check him here, he simply takes and protects this, right? If I take me here, he gives me a royal fork. So now I have an option. Now I have an option to move my king. In fact, I have to move my king, but the question is where? Here or here? If I move here, he cannot come here. If I move here, it also looks safe enough, but our bishop gets blocked a little bit. If I take this, he gives me this fork, so I cannot afford to take it. So I will move this queen here. I mean king here. And I don't think if there is any checks, there are any checks. I'll move the king here, which will lead to this threat. Let's see. Let's see. I thought the queen was on white square. That looks like a nice and beautiful take, right? But he will end up, I'll end up with a knight up. But should I trade that bishop? I feel like I should because this bishop was always there for only and only this purpose, right? And it will be honest, it will be sitting on a nice diagonal. If he tries to take with the knight, we take with the queen, we end up with taking with the rook, and we end up two rooks and a knight versus two rooks. So this is the perfect time to bring this bishop out. Let's see. And I don't believe in that move also, because here I can offer a queen trade, or I can simply block it this way. If I go here, what can he even do? He can't do shit. If I go here, he still has this check. I can go here actually. I think I'll be moving my king this time. The only thing I need to be careful about is time. Okay, that's decent enough, but I have this move attacking this knight. Or I can go here. If I go here, takes a take. Yeah, I can go here, attacking this knight. This check is never there. This is never there. I can go here to attack this knight. Cannot come here. Can take this. This takes is there. And this takes is there. He doesn't have any kind of good checks or something. What does this move? What else this does this move do? Doesn't do much. I can come here. I can come here. Right. I can come here. It's his turn, bro. I have offered an exchange. Now I can go here to protect this. Okay, but this will be under double attack, right? You can simply take this way. I can go here though. This check is never there. Yeah, let's see. I should be good here. Time trouble is catching a little bit, but not the end of the world. I can play this. इधर टेक्स मारे तो इधर टेक्स आएगा नहीं, क्योंकि मार सकते हैं. अब अगर इधर गए तो इधर टेक्स नहीं आ सकता बिकॉज ये टेक्स है, बट इधर पे एक चेक आ सकता है. इधर पे चेक भी नहीं आ सकता. ओके इधर जा. ओके सॉरी, इधर रह गया. इधर तो ये तो क्रेजी हो जाएगा भाई. क्या आंसर आंसर कैलकुलेट कर रहा था मैं. लेट्स सी. यहाँ पे जा सकते हैं ठीक. $31 is the real problem. Let us see. अरे रे, बंदे ने तो रुक ही दे दिया अपने को. रेजिग्नेशन. चलो 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 चलो. That was a nice game. That was a nice game. 91% accuracy by us at a game rating of 2150. क्रेजी हो गया तो. और वो ब्लंडर सेक्रीफाइस था आई थिंक. ओके वॉर्टेक्स बेस्ट था क्या भाई. और ये क्या था. ये तो क्रेजी था, ये सही नहीं था। कॉन्टेक्ट सही था। और इस पॉन को बचाया नहीं जा सकता। ये पुश, अगर ये पुश करता तो, और ये तो क्रेजी हो जाता। चलो कोई नहीं, फिर भी हमने थोड़ा एडवांटेज वापस दे दिया था, बट नॉट टू बी। रोकआउट सही था, सेक्रीफाइस तो बहुत ही गलत था। बिशप तो इसीलिए बैठा था वहाँ पे पूरा टाइम, कोई ना वहाँ पे मूव देखा मैंने बट खेला नहीं। टेक्स बेटर था यहाँ पे, लॉल। सेंड मी एन अनरेटेड चैलेंज इफ यू वांट टू प्ले विथ मी। टेक्स बेस्ट था यहाँ पे, और ये तो खतरनाक ही खेल दिया है इसने। चलो, okay, if you are in the chat then send your ID in the chat or send me an unrated challenge if you want to play. Otherwise, I think we are done for the day. We are at 1423, which is the highest ever rating by us, and our game is improving pretty nicely. And here we played a game with someone who just left after a couple of moves, and this was an inaccuracy. But yeah, he gave us some free elo for sure, and yeah, that will be it for the night. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys around tomorrow, I guess, and have a great night. Bye bye.